You ready for my interpretation of politics? Here's my interpretation. We've got people on the left. We've got people on the right. Far right, far left, sort of far right, sort of far left, and then a whole bunch of us in the middle. If you have any experience with narcissistic behavior, which I'm going to guess a lot of you do, just about every single person in my life, every adult, elder family member, aunt, uncle, father, mother, everybody struggles with narcissistic personality disorder. They've created an ego for themselves that helps them cope, helps them get through life, a lot of times without accepting any responsibility for their actions. They just block it out. They don't even know they're being a narcissist. They have no ability to see themselves, their own actions, their own behavior, everything. If you add alcohol to that, exponential growth in the severity of the narcissism. And then you've got a bunch of people in the middle. So the far right and the far left, most likely malignant narcissism, covert, overt, all the different spectrums of narcissistic abuse exist in their lives. Those kind of people who treat people different in public to their face, and then behind closed doors, they just gaslight, toxify, criticize, gossip, try to bring them down. Criticism is used for control. A narcissist uses criticism and judgment and belittlement as control. It's an acceptance for their love, an acceptance. If you're a victim of a narcissist, if you've been treated, if you've lived with a narcissist or lived under that sort of rule for most of your life, you're used to it. You're used to just doing just enough to keep them happy and then survive in your own space, in your own way. Now, you've either accepted and taken on that role or taken on those tactics to survive yourself, or you have figured out how to break free of it, not accept that sort of criticism, not accept that sort of treatment, and you've grown past it. And once you'll know when you have, because all the narcissists in your life will begin to ramp up their criticism and toxicity and all of the bullshit that criticizes you. When a narcissist feels threatened, they go to a different level of destruction, carpet bombing, punishment, criticism. Everything will ramp up. Have you ever heard the term when the mask falls off? That's what's happening. And thankfully, what I am starting to see a little bit of is more and more people are starting to understand this and break free from it and figure out that whether you're on the right or the left, it doesn't matter. If you're for Trump or for being anti-Trump, it doesn't matter. Narcissists exist on both sides. If you've ever been in an argument with a narcissist, you know there's no winning it. There's no proving your point. There's no debating a narcissist, because once you make a good point or a valid point, they'll just twist it and turn it and bob and weave, and there's no getting around it. It's like debating a brick wall. At the end, it's still going to be a brick wall. So what's the point? And if avoidance is not possible, then really all you're getting is damage. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. And if we're lucky, if we are lucky, we can use all of this political division and toxicity and BS that's happened over this last decade, and we can grow from it, build the middle stronger, and get rid of the far right and the far left. We need to eject the narcissists, reject the toxicity, which is Trump derangement syndrome, and like everything that's far right. We got to get rid of the far right, get rid of the far left. And all of us in the middle who are healthy or on the road to becoming healthy or understand people, We in the middle need to start standing up a little bit more for everybody and start showing up as one great cause in the middle, pushing out the right and the left, both sides. But the only way to do that is for the middle to come together and start speaking, communicating, having dialogue, doing things together, congregating. I guess you could say church is a good place to do that, but I grew up in a church environment on the far right, and there's just as many toxic, malignant narcissists in the church as there are any place else. The healthy ones need to congregate. I don't want to go to church. I find people put up their narcissistic show in church, and then when they leave the walls of the church, everybody just goes back to living their toxic lives. I don't want to be like healthy on Sundays only. I want to be healthy all the time, push others up, and accomplish all the time. Does that make sense?